Hi, I'm Sophie Alexander of the Nutritional Wellness Center, and I want to share a couple thoughts I've been having about immune health these days. So, number one, sugar suppresses your immune system. There's a reason that people start getting so much sicker the end of October around Halloween, and then it lasts all the way through springtime around Easter. Sugar suppresses your immune system for 5 hours after consuming it. So this is a huge part of optimizing your immune wellness, right? And taking back control of your health, looking at how much sugar is in your diet. Number two is that toxicities suppress immune function. So we are exposed to over 80,000 chemicals on a regular basis in day-to-day life. We have very little control over some of these exposures, but there are some exposures that we do have control over. So looking at the toxicities in your food, looking at the toxicities in your water, in your cleaning products, in your personal care products. This makes a huge difference in reducing the impact on your body, and then thus optimizing your body's ability to heal and repair itself and optimize immune function. Also, if you're really struggling with your immune health, you should consult with someone like myself or my associate Fabiola, or someone who does nutrition response testing in your area to really get analyzed for your body's toxic burden and whether or not you need customized support for that. And then a couple of things that clients have been bringing up to me recently, a lot of folks mentioning that they're now taking Quercetin because that's getting talked a lot about in terms of immune health. So I'm a big fan of Quercetin in its whole food form. If you hear any of my other videos or work with me, you know that I'm not a fan of isolates. So one of the best whole food forms of Quercetin is buckwheat. I work a lot with products from Standard Process, and buckwheat juice is one of Standard Process's superfoods. It's in so many of their products. And there's particularly a product called Cyruta Plus. It is really concentrated highly with buckwheat juice. And I think this is a great tool to have in your toolbox if you get sick or you're worried about getting sick. There's been a lot of talk about zinc. Again, certain forms of zinc are really important because otherwise it can create other mineral imbalances in the body. But zinc is a huge player. I mean, zinc blocks the replication of coronaviruses. If you lose your taste of smell, or or sense of smell, zinc plays a huge role in bringing that back. And then, of course, people are always mentioning to me, well, I'm taking vitamin C, and taking extra vitamin C because of all the immune challenges going around. And again, this is a big area where whole food form is so important, especially if you're taking C long term and if you're taking megadoses. So ascorbic acid, which is most vitamin C products, is just one part of the C complex. And so whenever you just take one part of it, the body has to borrow from elsewhere to complete that complex. And so megadoses and long-term dosing of just straight ascorbic acid does cause imbalances in the body. So I like to work with Cataplex C from Standard Process or other forms of C. And you can ask me about that if you're interested in utilizing that for yourself. And then another biggie that's being talked about so much these days is vitamin D. And vitamin D most optimally comes from the sun and comes from some food sources such as cod liver oil. But of course, Nutritional Wellness Center, we're based in Ithaca, is very gray. So I do have many clients take vitamin D. But it's really important, again, to be thinking about it in context of what the body needs. Does it need the vitamin D in conjunction with K2 to help absorbability? Does it need it with magnesium? Because megadoses of vitamin D can cause magnesium deficiencies, and magnesium deficiencies can cause vitamin D deficiencies. So it's a really integrated process, our bodies, and it needs to be customized. So these are just some of my musings and thoughts I wanted to share with you as this is such a big topic and such awareness on everyone's minds. I also want you to be empowered about what you can do, to affect your own terrain and impact your own body's resiliency, so that you can be well, even with so much going on around us. So never hesitate to reach out. Just questions about what I might have brought up in this video, whether you're a client here and you want to incorporate some of this into your care, or if you're brand new to all of this and you have questions about how we can help you, we are here to help.